Hello everybody, welcome to Beta Fish News Club website. This is our YouTube channel. We're going to go over swim bladder disease for betta, what it is and how to cure it. This is actually a pretty common thing. If you want to download this as a guide, please visit our website at betafishnews.club and swim bladder disease. Go to our main page and just send in your email. We'll put you on the mailing list. You can have a PDF of this. So we're going to go over why this happens, how it happens, and what you can do about it. So the swim bladder is kind of like a balloon in the betta that makes it swim easier. So instead of it swimming constantly, it kind of allows it to float. So really, it's not a disease per se, but it's a range of ailments or symptoms that can affect the swim bladder. So we're going to go over some things that maybe cause problems with the swim bladder. The first is too much food. This is good news if this is what it is. Bettas like to eat, and they won't stop even after they're full, so they might get plugged up and constipated. But it's not really your fault. Bettas do love to eat, they won't stop. And some of the cheaper food pellets do have air in them, which causes the swim bladder disease too. It can also be caused by shock or stress. A traumatic event can make it a problem with their swim bladder. We also did a video on this if you want to check that out in the links there. Parasites could be the next thing. Could be in your betta's swim bladder, eating it alive. Usually this isn't as common, and it probably won't kill your fish. Bacteria is the next one, which is pretty serious. And if it has a bacterial disease, then that is a bigger deal. You need to take care of that right away. Cold water, your betta's water could be too cold, and it could cause them to slow down in their swimming and their digestion. Or you could have things like kidney cysts or egg problems in females. So you want to be a good detective like our friend there. You want to check to see what's going on. If it has swimming issues or floating issues, if it's swimming to one side, discomfort in swimming, in standing still, is it bloated with an arch back, or is it not hungry or very sluggish? So those are some common things of being constipated. If they see the fins clamping or they're shaking, that means it's probably bacteria or parasites. So the treatment, if you find out it's overfeeding, that's easiest to fix. You just put it on a fast for 3 days. Make sure that you quarantine it if you have a quarantine tank. Increase the temperature about 80 Fahrenheit to get its digestive system going. After about 72 hours, check it out, and then you can feed it cooked peas without skins, 2 a day for the next 2 days, and then check it out again, and then for the next 7 days and see how they're doing. If it's bacteria or parasites, you want to get a good chemical for that. Either way, start with bacteria as it's more common, and then you can move on to parasites. Epsom salt for swim bladder disease is a good one. Take 1 tablespoon of Epsom salt to 2 liters of water, and you dissolve it, and you make sure that it's the same temperature as your tank, and you put the betta in there for about 10-15 minutes and see how he's doing, see if he relieved himself. Prevention is better than the cure, so here's some things to prevent it. Don't skimp on food. Get good quality food with has less air in it. You can soak the food in the tank water, taken out of the tank, before you serve it to them, and only give them a couple pellets a day, and water is very important. Swim bladder isn't contagious, but if it has bacteria or parasites, they are. So that's about it. Let's go over some of the main things. It's not a disease, but it's usually caused by constipation, overfeeding, and stress and shock, also infection. If you notice your betta is sitting at the top of the tank or is hard of swimming, bloating, lack of hunger, and sluggishness. Constipation is the easiest one to treat, so just fast for 3 days and then feed 2 peas a day for about a week, see how he's doing. Could be bacteria or parasites, and you want to quarantine there. Use Epsom salts for a bath as an easy remedy. Make sure the water's right and the diet's tight. Keep the water clean and don't overfeed. Most times it's treatable. If it's a bacteria or a parasite, then you have a bigger problem on your hands, and it could affect others in the tank. It's not catching, so try treating it. Hopefully it's constipation. It's the most common thing, and that's what we have to say. So if you want to download this as a guide, please visit our website, betafishnews.club, and we'll see you next time.